What is happening, guys? Coach Chrispect here, and thanks for tuning in to another edition of 15-Minute Income. Today, we're going to talk about how to take a channel from 177 subscriptions to 20,000 in 6 months or less. Hit it! Okay, so that sounds like the impossible, doesn't it? Taking a channel from mere nothingness to 20,000 subscribers. How can that be done, you ask? Well, I'm no expert. To be honest, I'm an amateur when it comes to building a YouTube channel. That being said, I've done a lot of research, I've done a lot of reading, I've done a lot of studying on how guys get to that level, and I have a few ideas on how it can be done. So I'm going to be a case study for everybody who is trying to develop their YouTube channel. As you can see, my YouTube channel has all of, I think, 177 channel subs, like I said earlier. Let's take a peek here. So my channel, 177 channel subs, and actually I got 1 subscriber today. So I'm going to show you some ways that you can grow your channel exponentially without spending money. So a lot of the channels are built off their money, off of paying for advertising, promoting their videos, and ultimately growing that way. And there are obviously videos done based on the content that they're putting out there. Content is king. Content, if it's the right content, if it's interesting content, funny content, high demand content, will explode your channel. Views alone will explode your channel. And engagement. Engagement is the key to developing a channel that matters to me. To me, I think engagement is the most impressive way to grow a channel. If you can grow a channel that has 177 viewers that all want to know what you're putting out, to me that's more important than having 1,000 or 2,000 or 5,000 viewers that just want a quick laugh. There's more value in knowing that people want to watch what you're putting out. So content is king, but let me just explain this one thing to you guys. I've been putting out content on my channel for 6 months, and I know that the content is good because people have said, that's some good stuff, Chris, and reached out to me. And I've actually have clients from my YouTube channel that have hired me to help them start their Amazon businesses based on the content I've put. So I know the content is good. Now, was the content great, my original stuff? No, it was terrible. But if you look at Joe Rogan's content in his original stuff, it's absolutely terrible. And he's the first to admit it's absolutely terrible. And he leaves it on there because people want to know what his start was like. So I'm not going to remove my original stuff, but my content is gradually getting better. I'm on episode 80 now, as far as just labeling the videos that I have on there. In the back office, like in the background of my videos, I have about 150 videos because I do a lot of private videos for my clients. My clients hire me to take them from A to Z, starting their Amazon business, and I send them a lot of back private linked videos. But for content I give to the viewer, I have 80 videos. So content is king, but doesn't necessarily create for a lot of subscribers right away. So now, how are we going to grow this channel to 20,000 subscribers? You ask. Chris, you're crazy. How is this even possible? Well, if you look at some of the top channels in your niche, you got to kind of ask yourself that same question. How did they get to 500,000 subscribers, 1 million subscribers, 10,000 subscribers, 20,000 subscribers? How did they get to 1,000 subscribers? I'm going to do it in a couple ways. One, you can pay for your subscribers. We're not going to do that. Two, you can give content. So I'm going to do that. Content is king. I am going to continue to put out videos. I put out 80. So on average, I put out, if I've been doing my channel for 6 months, a little over 6 months, at 2 videos a week, that is 8 videos a month times 6, that's 48. I actually have 80 videos. So on average, I've been putting out between 3 and 4 videos a week. Again, times 4 weeks, that's 12 videos a month, times 6 months, that's 72 videos. And again, I have 80 videos. Is that the right math? 4 videos a week times 4 weeks is 16 a month, times 6 months is 96 videos. So a little bit less. So 3.5 videos a week is what I've been doing, which I feel is a good enough amount of videos. But I'm going to put out videos on top of videos. I'm going to create content. My content is getting better. I know how to properly speed up my videos, clip my videos, all that type of stuff, so that there's not a lot of dead time. I can eliminate minutes, lots of minutes. My videos are known to start at 30 minutes and go to 60 minutes depending on the content and the subject. I have a lot of videos under that, 15-minute, 5-minute videos, mainly 50-minute, but my average video is 30 minutes long. And people know that what I spit, what I talk about is amazing content when it comes to selling on Amazon, private label, retail arbitrage, anything Amazon seller related. And my audience knows that if they ask something in my comments and they say, hey coach, can you make a video on this? I'll do it for them, and I'll specifically aim it at them. I'll customize it to them. I'll post it live, and it's theirs for free, specific to their question. So that's my whole agenda. My whole agenda is to engage with my niche, which is Amazon, selling on online, e-commerce, making money on Amazon, everything Amazon related. Now, content is the first way I'm going to do it. The second way I'm going to do it is engagement. And we're going to talk about that in this video today. We're going to talk about engaging with your niche, your focus, and who you want subscribing to your videos. Now, if you can engage with enough people on a regular basis, then it's very likely you can create a buzz around your channel. So, the thought came to me that there are a couple ways to engage, and let's kind of get right into it. Now, guys, if you haven't been to my Amazon channel, we might as well start by promoting it right now. Coach Chrispect, type that in the search bar, you will find my channel. You actually find 2 of my channels, but the channel that you ultimately want to subscribe to is called the Seller channel. So it's the red button that says the Sellers channel. Definitely subscribe. You can hit up 15-minute income, 15-minute income. That will also take you there as well. 50-minute income grew out of the idea that when I first started let's jump on here. Yeah, this one right here. So when I first started my Amazon FBA page on YouTube, I started a couple pages. I started a page and I started a group. My group was based on product research. People who are Amazon specific, they want advice on products they're researching. So I decided, you know what, let's start a group where people can engage, a community. They can talk about products, research products. They can engage on different Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, themes I put up. So the community is small right now. It's about 100 members strong. We want that to grow to 20,000 as well. So jump onto Facebook, type in Amazon FBA Product Research Club, and you'll see a couple pages, like them both, and engage with us. I always post products on there that are awesome, that I'm very transparent with what you can sell online, and I know that's faux pas in this industry. People don't want to let anybody know, and I get that, and I'm not saying tell everybody what you're selling, but I am going to give you guys products that you can run with. I'm going to talk about products that you can run with on my channel, and I'm going to help people out, even if it's on a private one-to-one, help them find products that they want to sell. Now, the second channel is obviously me, Coach Chrispect. That's specific to myself, so just type in Coach Chrispect, CHRISPECT, and it's a channel where I talk daily on it about working my vision, achieving my dream. That's my message to my kids. It's my message to my family. It's my message to my clients and my viewers and people I coach. Work your vision. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Have a plan. Work that plan every damn day and achieve your dream. Your dream will never be achieved if you don't have an action plan. If you're on autopilot, then your autopilot is probably set to where you're currently at. But if you're planning your vision, you're planning your dream, you're planning that house you want to buy, that car you want to buy, that vacation you want to take. If you're planning and you're working at it, you're working steps and angles and everything to monetize that vision, then that active pursuit is going to get you there a lot faster than being on autopilot. Autopilot may never happen, but manual mode may actually take you there. So make sure you're working your vision and achieving your dream. Definitely jump on Coach Chrispect, like that page, get coached now, and we will try to answer any of your questions. I will try to answer any of your questions for you, all that great stuff. Amazon FBA, this is my channel, 177 subscribers. So we want to take this to 20,000 subscribers. So how is that going to happen, you ask? And like I said, we're going to do it in two ways. We're going to do it in content, and we're going to do it in engagement. Content and engagement. So we're going to talk about engagement in this video and how we're going to engage in we'll say three specific ways, but we're going to talk about two main ones. The first main way we're going to engage is you're going to want to know, and this can be done with any channel, whether you're a gamer, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're an athlete, whether you have a channel about do it yourself, whether you have a channel about self-help, psychology, mentoring, motivation, books. No matter what your channel is, if you're ESPN, if you're Sportsnet, TSN, if you're a private labeler, if you're a retail arbitrage on Amazon, it doesn't matter. If you want your channel to grow, you got to engage. You got to engage two different ways. The first way you got to engage is like this. What's your niche? Know a bunch of different categories or keywords that you can search your niche on. The first one is selling on Amazon. Obviously, people want to know how to sell on Amazon. Now, I could put Amazon private label, but that's a lot more specific, and often private label is not understood by people who are not in this business. I could put entrepreneurship. I could put entrepreneur Amazon, but really the most powerful one for me is selling on Amazon. Selling on Amazon. People who are not in Amazon want to know how to sell on Amazon. So let's do a search on how to sell on Amazon. So first thing that's going to come up is obviously the top videos that rank for selling on Amazon. YouTube is going to put the best up, the most current up, the most engaged up, and that's the videos that are going to come up on Amazon. So now the first people you want to engage with, that you want to empower, are influencers. Influencers in your niche are going to help lift you up to their level. So it's the power of association. If you guys are bookworms, definitely hit me up with books in the comment section below, because I love a good book. The Power of Influence is always a book that I love. Influencers are now coming to the surface, whether it be Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, YouTube, Twitter. Influencers are now have their place in society that is just as important as celebrities, politicians, pro athletes. An influencer who is an amazing, pet trainer, an influencer who is an amazing windsurfer, an influencer who is an amazing basketball dribbler, has its platform to not only demonstrate what their talent is, but to be important to other people. So being that I'm an Amazon seller, my influencers are all on YouTube. They're all on Instagram. They all have thousands and thousands of subscribers. So I want to engage with those influencers. I want them to know who I am. First thing we want to do is engage with them on a daily basis. Daily. Gary Vee said it best. It's not what you do when you're in your 9 to 5. It's what you do in your 5 to 9. So now, is he talking 5 p.m. to 9 p.m.? No, he's talking 5 p.m. to 9 a.m. So it's the time that you spend after if you have a job and you're working, it's the time you spend after that building your brand, building your business. Gary Vee talks about Instagram being the most powerful tool in social media this day and age. Instagram is huge for influencers, and Gary Vee talks about influencers are the new currency. So you got to be able to get involved with other influencers. And right now, influencers in my niche want to engage. They want to engage with their customer. They want to reach out. They know how powerful that personal touch is back to someone who's reached out to them. They know how powerful it is. So, whereas, have you ever tried reaching out to a celebrity or a pro athlete? If you have, you know how powerful it is when that person reaches back to you. I'll give you a story. I named my son's name is Cedric, and he's 17 now, and he's just started his Amazon business. But it's my first boy, so obviously an important part of my life is my first son. My daughter is a combination of my name, Chris, and my wife's name, Karen. We call her Karis. So, a little different, but my son was named after a pro athlete. My favorite pro athlete growing up in the NBA was a guy by the name of Cedric Sabalas. Cedric Sabalas played for the Lakers. He won the slam dunk champion, kind of in my area in 1992. And so I've always loved him. I have these little bobblehead figurines of him. And he's not a Kobe or a Michael Jordan or anything like that, but I love the name Cedric. I love the player. I love his style. I love this slam dunk contest. It's kind of when I got into basketball, really. And that name stuck with me until I was ready to have children. I had a child. I named him after Cedric Sabalas. Then years later comes a tool called Twitter. And, Twitter had been around for a few years, and I was following different people on Twitter, and it just, for whatever reason, popped in my mind, let's see if Cedric Sabalas is on Twitter. Turns out Cedric Sabalas is on Twitter. Cedric Sabalas is a broadcaster, possibly for the Lakers or one of these networks. He's either a color guy or a broadcaster or a radio guy for one of the teams that he used to play, whether it's Memphis or the Lakers or one of them that he used to play for. He's a color guy or a broadcaster for them. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna send him a message. I'm just gonna say, hey Cedric, how's it going? Just want to give you a heads up. I named my son after you. And I don't know how many other people have named their kid after Cedric Sabalas. A lot of people have a child with the name Cedric, but maybe not Cedric Sabalas. But if he does, just like Michael Jordan, millions have named their kids after Jordan. And my brother named his son after Jordan. I named my son after a different basketball player. And lo and behold, Cedric Sabalas reached back out to me, Coach Chrispect, and said, that is amazing. Wow. Thank you for naming your kid after me. Holy cow. And I was like in awe that somebody I named my kid after reached out to me and engaged with me. And I'll never forget it. And it justified how amazing this guy is to me and kind of spirited me up for it. I literally, honestly printed that tweet out and I put it in a frame and it hangs in my son's room. So, back to the whole influencers engaging with their audience. These guys want to do it. So now is the time to reach out and build a relationship. And you can't build a relationship with these guys by commenting on their posts once. You have to engage. So this has to be a journey. It has to be 6 months, a year. It has to really be a long-term relationship. How many influencers are there? You're probably going to find 100. So if you can associate yourself with 100 of the top in your industry, and you can engage with them enough that they know who you are, chances are you're going to rise to their level. So the first thing you want to do is you want to engage with the influencers in your industry. And you want to engage with them on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. You don't want to stalk them. You just want to engage with them. You want to watch their content. You want to check out their stuff, heart their Instagram photos, like their stuff on Twitter, retweet, engage with them, comment on their videos on YouTube, comment on their stuff and nothing strange. Just keep it simple. So here's my method for engaging with my influencers on YouTube. First thing I want to do is, like I said, search for selling on Amazon, particular to my niche. Then the top ones that come up, obviously you're going to have a ton of views. So Project Life Mastery is huge. Stefan, who runs that channel, is a big influencer within the Amazon community. And Stefan recently put out a video on how to sell on Amazon. And it's amazing. People sell these videos for $500 US. He's put it out for free. Obviously he's funneling these guys to these other services that he has. And I'm a complete believer of business, and that's how it should be done. Give products, get rewarded. And he's given an amazing content for free. So the first thing you want to do is just jump onto his video. I've muted it here. I'll tell you why in a sec.
In this video, I'm going to show you exactly step by step how to sell on Amazon and how to build a profitable online business using the Amazon website.
Okay, so you're on his site now and you're watching his video. First thing now is you're in your community. You're engaging with an influencer. He's put out a product. You're watching it. Now, he doesn't know you're watching it, but you're watching it. Now, my goal is to let Stefan know I'm watching his videos. I'm watching Project. And I'm not just going to watch one video. I'm going to watch all of his videos. I'm going to, in the next 6 months, watch every one of his videos. That's my goal. That's one of my goals. My second goal is to engage with him. So how can I engage with him? Well, let me explain this particular niche. This particular niche, we want to sell on Amazon. So a big part of us selling on Amazon is putting products on there, having them shipped in, or shipping products that we have bought for a deal and we want to make a profit. So there's a lot of different angles you can take to be a seller on Amazon, but it's so easy to do. So easy to do, and I recommend a lot of people start an Amazon business, even if they have a job, even if they have a second business, even if they are doing anything else. Start an Amazon business. Make it a part of your life today. You'll find it huge in obtaining small little goals. Maybe you want to pay for your cell phone bill and make an extra $100 a month. Believe me when I say you can do that on Amazon. Maybe you want to make an extra $3,000-$4,000 a month because maybe you have a trip or two that you want to take every year, or maybe you want to retire your wife from working, or maybe you want to retire from your job, and maybe you just want to live a different life. You want to do different things. You want to travel the world, and maybe $2,000 or $3,000 of passive income where you've set up a listing. It took you 6 months to set up that listing, but now that listing is so automated, it just works on its own. And that's what Amazon essentially is. And it doesn't take 6 months. It actually only takes about 2 months to make your listing get to the point where what I call is I'm losing my words here. But the stage you want to get it to is automated. Okay, where your listing works on its own. It actually makes money, and you never have to check your listing. You just have to check the stock and refill it with a quick call to your manufacturer, a quick payment, and your inventory is back in its house. So these guys engage with their community about this type of stuff. Now I want to engage with him. I want to watch his videos, so I'm going to watch Stefan's video in the background.
I'm also going to show you how to private label a product so that you don't have to invent something that's...
Then, once I've watched his video, or as I'm watching his video, I'm going to go down to the comment section, and I'm going to leave a comment. So as you can see, I've left stuff on a comment 49 minutes ago. Funny thing is, I tried making this video, but my mic messed up. Check out my mic, guys. And my cord popped out on it. So my video froze, and I didn't realize I had talked for half an hour making this video, and it wasn't even recording. So that's why my comment is on here. So now, what do Amazon sellers love the most? Amazon sellers die for reviews. Reviews are so important to Amazon sellers because reviews mean sales, and sales are king on obviously that's how you make a living. But to get more sales, you need reviews on your products, honest reviews. So, what better way to engage with an influencer than to give him an honest review on his content that he's put out there? And what an even better way to engage with your influencer than to give him a review that stands out. Now, I was putting in reviews before, and they weren't standing out. They were just a sentence like this, Then I thought, how is this? How is he going to see this? I want to captivate Stefan. I want him to notice me. How is he going to notice me? Well, then my creative juices started flowing. I said, well, he's going to notice if I put 5 stars, because that is the equity as a seller on Amazon, is 5 stars. We appreciate people who review our products and give us 5-star ratings, 4-star ratings, 3-star ratings. We don't appreciate 1-star rating. We don't appreciate 2-star ratings. 3-star ratings are like, 4 and 5-star ratings, we're very happy with. 5-star ratings, we contact our people who leave us reviews. We contact them back. We want to reach out to those people, even if Stefan, who is making $1 million a month, likely, selling on Amazon. If he's going to reach out to me, it's like Cedric Sabalas reaching out to me because I named my son after him. He's an influencer. I want to get to his level. I want to get to 20,000 reviews, 20,000 subs for now. So what better way to reach out to him than to give him I give this video a 5-star rating. Always has excellent content. I love seeing other channels with amazing content, wisdom, and value like this one. Coach Chrispect, the Sellers Channel. So, whether that's a perfect review or not, it's a review. It stands out. He's hopefully going to read it. And if he doesn't read it, fair enough. But here's the thing. That's not going to be my only review of this channel. That's just my first review. To be able to get into an influencer's head, you got to be with the guy, and you got to be engaged with the guy and reading his stuff on a day-to-day basis. You got to implement your style. So Coach Chrispect, I might end up changing that a little bit to make it stand out. I'm going to try to figure out how I can add value to my content, to my comments. One way that I found was by using emojis. Go to emojipedia.org. Here you can get copies of emojis. You just got to choose your emoji you want. And you can add them in there, and Amazon now allows you to add in emojis to your comments. So no one really knows that right now. So there's not much as far as emojis in the comment section. And YouTube is allowing that to happen. Did I say Amazon before? I meant YouTube. YouTube is allowing you to add those emojis in there. So you want to make it stand out. Now, obviously, you don't want too much. You don't want to bombard it with childish emojis. But you want it to stand out amongst others. So that's the first way I want to engage, is I want to engage with my influencers. And I want to engage with a lot of influencers. So he's my first influencer. He's going to be playing. I'm going to leave him a comment. Okay, I'm going to watch as many of his videos. And on every video, I'm going to leave a comment. I'm going to tag it with emojis. And I may even use a hashtag or two. I have to figure out what the right hashtags are. Maybe I'll just go FBA. I don't even know if hashtags work on YouTube, to be honest. So I have to kind of check that first. But that might be something you want to do as well. Obviously, if I'm leaving a comment on, say, Instagram, I want to hashtag out of that comment. But I want them to be genuine. I want them to not be tacky. I want them to be proper. And I want the Project Life Mastery guy to reach back out to me and say, thank you. That's all I want. And that's a goal of mine. And then I want to continue to engage in his life and in his videos that he's putting out there. And I want to be able to engage on each and every one on a daily basis going forward. So I am now going to write a list of all the keywords that I'm searching, particularly selling on Amazon to start, so that I can always go back to that list and continue to stay involved in that list. Now, the second thing I want to do, so you're engaging with influencers. You're going to do this over and over with as many influencers as you can. Really, you should be keeping a list of the influencers that you've engaged with, your top 100. That number might get to 500. That number might get to 1,000. My belief is if you can get to 1,000 different influencers engaged with, you're likely to get 10% back in subscriptions. So 100 subscribers. And if not 10%, maybe 5%, so 50 subscribers. But out of that, you're going to get a funnel of subscribers going downward. So that's the first way, is try to engage with, and in 6 months at 10 influencers a day, there's no reason you can't get to 600 influencers in 6 months. Okay, so that's the goal. If you can get to 20 influencers a day over the course of 6 months, now I know that's a lot of hard work. That's what Coach Chrispect is all about. Work your vision, achieve your dreams. So where's the work? The work is this. This is the hard work I got to put in gaining traction with these influencers. Okay, so we're gonna work on our influencers. We're gonna work on engaging with our influencers. We're gonna work on leaving them great reviews. We're gonna work on leaving them 5-star reviews, and we're gonna work on continuing leaving messages that shine in their eyes. The second thing we're going to do, now this is how we're going to be able to capture that 20,000 subscribers in a span of 6 months, is now we have to get involved in the community of YouTube. The community of YouTube is obviously in the videos that are put out. That's the first community, so people who are putting videos out. The second community is people who are commenting on those videos and people who are watching those videos. Now, I can't obviously engage with people who are simply just watching the videos, or at least I don't know how to engage with those people yet. Maybe there's a way I can put out a video to people who are watching videos and just want to watch videos to get subscriptions out of those people. But for now, let's engage with the people who are commenting on those videos. So really, that's the chat room of YouTube. The chat room of YouTube is all the commentators on videos. So the greatest way that I found, the most effective way to gain subscriptions, and we're going to, again, this is a case study, guys. Remind yourself, my channel is only 177 viewers or subscribers. 177 viewers. So 177 subscribers. So this is a case study. We're going to continually upload video on this case study, or I'm going to continue to upload video on this case study. We're going to continue to see my growth on my channel. We're going to continue to see my influence and my working on influencers and what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis. And we're going to continually engage on creative ways to enhance what I'm doing. So if you're watching this video and you want to pipe in, use the comment section as our chat room to figuring out how to effectively grow a channel from 177 subscribers to 20,000 subscribers in the course of 6 months. And we don't just want any subscriber, we want subscribers who are specific to our niche. So again, my niche is Amazon and selling on Amazon. I want people who are interested in selling on Amazon. So why are the community of people in the message board the people you want to engage with? Because those are the people who are asking questions. And by asking questions, you know they have an interest in selling on Amazon. So now, how do I engage with those people? Well, you just have a conversation. Coach Chrispect, we have conversations. We're just about conversating with people. And so I could sit here for hours. Honestly, I could sit here for hours and read people's comments and engage with them. You know, Harmony0 asks, how much do I have to pay to customs if I order from Alibaba? Let's say I buy 500 pieces of sleep mask. How much would that cost? And do I need a business license and tax ID? Well, Harmony, I kind of know the answer to your question here, so I can read the replies. But be honest, I just want to engage with Harmony right now. So I'm going to reply to Harmony, and I'm going to say, Harmony, when you order your product from your factory in China, I would recommend first start by, or recommend that you use the term DDP. Okay, DDP is, I'll get the actual terminology here from Google because I don't want to mess it up, but it's duty paid, duty direct paid or something like that. Shipping term DDP. There we go. So here we go. Delivered duty paid. Okay, delivered duty paid simply means that the seller fulfills his obligation to deliver when the goods have been made available at the named place in the country of importation. The seller has to bear the risks and costs, including duties, taxes, and other charges of delivering the goods thereto cleared. So we will actually give her this value right here. Ta-da! Okay, so let's go back to my thing here, and we'll go bow. Okay, then we'll say, use this term when asking about shipping estimates with the factory you're dealing with. You know, I could say like, a question you may ask is, can you provide me with an estimate for shipping of 500 units DDP? And then you could say, you know, if you're in the US, just say to Amazon in Dallas, Texas, which is one of the hubs where products will be shipped. That's a simple question you can ask. You can throw a question mark on there. But the fact is, you want an estimate for shipping of 500 units DDP. You could, you know, also prior to that, you could have said, you know, can I get an estimate for 500 units, the best price? Secondly, I need an estimate on the cost of shipping of 500 units DDP, so she knows what DDP is. When you're a beginner, try to make it easier for yourself. Don't use FOB. Don't use these harder methods of shipping where you have to take responsibility literally after they finish manufacturing it. Let those little bit of added costs be built in on their end. It's not going to be substantially more. She's looking at these masks. Sleep masks are already inexpensive as it stands. So I've given Harmony a little value here. I've engaged with her. Now I'm going to tag my message, and I've kind of removed my tag. Let me see if I can gain it back, because I have it, my tag I have usually saved on my copy, but here it is right here. We'll take it right there. Oops. And that's the tag I want to tag my messages with, and we'll go bam. And maybe she'll engage with my channel or maybe not, but I am going to have this conversation with multiple people all over. And even though she is, what was that, 1 year ago, you know, or however old that particular reply was 1 year ago, she may not even be interested in Amazon anymore. But you know what? Other people are. They're going to read my message. They're going to see that I've tagged it. They're going to engage, maybe with me, maybe with them. They may find my information valuable. And ultimately, maybe they click on the red button that says the seller's channel. And all of a sudden, they click on that button, and that leads them to my channel. And hopefully they hit me up.
What is happening, guys? Today we're going to talk about one of the best
Niche Hunter, my Niche Hunter tool. And I got to get a commercial on there. I got to get something that says, you know, hit that subscribe button above, and something to engage those people that quickly just see my video. Now let's just take a number. This number 8 here might have, you know, so I have a new subscriber in an hour ago. I have a response from Tanner J. Fox saying thanks. He loved my comment. He's a huge influencer in the game. Again, I owe a ton to Tanner. Tanner has been a big part of who I became. And, you know, for him to reach out and like what I said and hit me up with a thanks is super cool. Bo Cribril, he's a small influencer. Thanks, Chris. Let me know if they have any questions. He's reached back out. Charles Morois. These are all ones that I've engaged with. Small influence. Thanks, Chris. You can send me a private message via YouTube. And I asked him, if he had any tips. So I'll send him a quick private message and see if he has any tips on my channel. So of the 100 influencers that I'm going to engage with, how many have already gotten back to me? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. Beginner Tuts is also a small level influencer, and he said thanks. So we're getting traction already. We're going to spend time in these communities. We're going to spend time on these chat channels that we want to call, basically, go here, we'll go back over, and we want to engage in this community.
Here from ProjectLifeMastery.com.
We want to watch videos. Okay. And while that video is playing, so that video is 21 minutes long. While that video is playing, I'm going to be sitting down here engaging in all of his reviews. He's got 576 comments that I can engage in. I can spend that 21 minutes not just watching, but listening and engaging, so multitasking. Now, let me just sidestep here a little bit. When you jump on influencers' channels, influencers monetize their channels. They monetize their channels because they can make a little bit of ad revenue. Some do, some don't. It depends on how big. The bigger the channel, the less they monetize it. I find the smaller, the more they monetize it, because it helps them make a little bit money for their time. One thing you can do is don't skip their ads. Don't skip their ads. Let their ads play. If it's a minute long ad, if it's a 2-minute long ad, if 30 second long ad, let those ads play. I can understand if it's a 5-minute ad. Okay, skip those. There shouldn't be 5-minute ads. There are 2 and 3-minute ads. Some of these influencers have put them out there. I think 2 minutes is probably the most you should bear. 30 seconds, 15 seconds, 45 seconds, pop-up ads, just let them. Don't X them out. Don't skip them. Pay these guys back for the value they're giving you. Let them know, heads up, I watched all your ads. Just want to let you know because I thank you for your content. Engage in that manner. Let them know where you're at, what you've done. Just so you know, I've subscribed to your video. I appreciate it. These are things you should say to them because you just want to let them know you're giving them value. I've watched all your ads and I did not skip an ad, just so you know. Thank you for your content. Appreciate it. I'm going to stay tuned every day. Keep in touch in that manner. Let these guys know that you're engaging with them. That's a critical thing you can do. So while that video is playing, I'm going to play it.
Step by step.
I'm going to turn it down a little bit so you don't hear it over my talk. But he's playing in the background. And while he's playing in the background, giving his talk, I'm going to be scouring his comment section. Sonia de Cabate says, do you need a minimum amount of products to sell on Amazon? A minimum amount of money to start up? Who pays for the import fees? Not much engagement, only 2 people. Hi, Sonia. You can start an Amazon business with literally $200. You can buy $100 in products that have demand from a local discount store and spend $35 shipping them to Amazon, $150, spend $35 shipping them to Amazon. Actually, we'll say spend $100. We'll say spend $100 $150 in products. Spend $35 shipping it to Amazon. That leaves us $15 left, and spend $15 on PPC. Or she can spend $15 on fees. We only have fees come out of the profit. It's not a big deal. So we won't even say that. So we'll just leave it at that. and be in business in less than, 1 day shopping and 7 days shipping, 8 days. You're in business. Then the products are selling. You would learn things like how to automate. You would learn things like how to automate your price so that your items sell faster. That's retail arbitrage. And then we'll say, if you're interested in a bigger business, not saying that retail arbitrage doesn't grow massively. That retail arbitrage doesn't or can't be big, but if you're interested in a more profitable business off the private labeling is more profitable venture. This is what Stefan is speaking of. I would say you need about $1,000 to get your private label business launched. And that's about it. $1,000, and that would cover product, cover fee, cover your product. Well, actually, I mean, it covers everything. You know, cover your product, cover your shipping, cover your store fee. Really, your product, your shipping, your store fee. You know, you may do Jungle Scout service. May do Jungle Scout service for product research, but ultimately about $1,000. And then you could turn that into, well, let's say she has 100 units, times that by, let's say she's selling it for $20 per unit. That's $2,000. You know, that's on 100 units at $20 a unit. That's $2,000. She pays Amazon her fees. You know, maybe her fees are $5-6, so Amazon gets a little bit of cut. Her cost that comes out of that, she's left made her money back plus her cost, etc. But without going bonkers on this reply, this should answer your question. For shipping fees, same thing I said before. Ask factories in China to quote you DDP. Google that term for a definition. That is an easy way for new sellers. Coach Chrispect, the Sellers Channel. So that engagement, let me just go back to the top and show you the video. So the video has been playing for 6 minutes. So I've been watching and listening to that video in the background while engaging, while talking to you guys, multitasking. I'm getting a lot of things done. And people are responding. You know, I had 8 responses. I reached out to 10 different influencers. Who knows of those influencers which ones are on YouTube? I reached out to 10 different influencers. I had 4 respond, plus one person I wrote a message to. I had 5 respond, and my channel grew by 1. Now, I mean, at the end of the day, that's, to me, is worth the time that I've spent, which is about an hour, ultimately trying to make this video for everybody, 49 minutes to be exact. Plus I tried to do this video 30 minutes ago, so in an hour and a half I was able to really reach out to enough influencers and get enough engagement. But to be honest, it's midday. Normally I'd be at the office doing stuff. I've been sick all week. I'm home right now, but usually when I come back from the office at 6 o'clock, I'll eat something, then I'll sit at my office desk and I'll jump on to my social media accounts and I'll start engaging. I'll quickly check my products, make sure everything is good. There's no alerts. My inventory is good. Literally spent less than 10 minutes. I'm out of there and I'm straight into building my brand. And the brand is what you guys should be building these days. Working on your influencers, working to become an influencer. Set your goal at 20,000 subs. Set your goal at 10,000 subs. That's your target. Work to get there. And when you get there, reset your target. Set your target. Talk about how you hit your target for the day. Talk about how you didn't hit your target for the day and what you're going to do tomorrow to hit that target. But always re-aim. Always put your target up and re-aim at that target. That's the best thing you can do to get where you want to get. Is constantly working on that vision to achieve your dream. So guys, hope you enjoyed this talk. Let me just pause this here. Hope you enjoyed my topic on how to take your channel from 177 subs to 20,000 subs. This is a case study, and hopefully we can get there. That's my target. I'm aiming and I'll work every damn day to get there. That's going to be my primary work, is to get there in the next 6 months. So being that it's November, December, well, it's October. It's not Halloween yet. So let's just say November, December, January, February, March, April. So by April of 2018, check me back out. Hopefully I'll have 20,000 subscribers. And hopefully Coach Chrispect will be one of the biggest influencers on YouTube. And I'll be resetting my goal. When I get to 20,000, my next goal will be 200,000. When I get to 200,000, my next goal will be 2 million. We will keep pushing the envelope and pushing the barrier, trying to get there, and it will be the same formula. I will be working with influencers. Hopefully I'll be an influencer. I'll be reaching out to people who are reaching out to me and engaging. I'll be always engaging in the community, and I'll have to learn how to leverage myself and leverage through video and maybe through a team. And the whole idea is just to create a community and help people out. People don't realize that there's this free information. I just helped out 2 people with some free great content on how they can get started to making money on Amazon. How that can simplify their lives with a couple quick terms, Incoterms on shipping that maybe they did or didn't know about. That's why engaging in a community is so critical, guys. So make sure you're doing that. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Where is it? It's probably up here. Okay, I see. Let's stick my head in there. Hit my head, guys. It's on my subscribe. Subscribe on my head. Am I in here? Alright, guys. There it is. So touch that YouTube. Touch that button right there. Right here. Wherever it is, guys. Straight up. Push that button. It says seller. It says the seller's channel. The seller's channel. Appreciate it, guys. Chrispect. Out.